Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today with an announcement video for a read-along that I have spontaneously decided to host last weekend when I was home for a couple of days. I was looking at my bookshelves and thinking and just, basking in the memories that a lot of books over there bring me. And I decided that I wanted to do a reread of one series that I have on my shelf that I've read a couple of times, like the first couple books in the series, but it's been several years. And I was looking at the books and I decided that I wanted to reread them. And then I was thinking, and then I was like, well, why don't I just make it into a whole thing and do a read along for this series? So I am very excited today because starting in July, on July 1st, I'll be hosting a read along of the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I do in fact own the entire series. Back when I was in my fantasy young adult dystopian era in high school, I did buy all of them. I have read all of these books except for the short story collection, but I will be reading it for the first time during this read along, and I very much am looking forward to it. I'm so excited to dive back into this world that is so popular and was really popular back when the series was first coming out and was first released, and relive those memories and those feelings that I had while reading all of these books. To give y'all a quick, very vague synopsis, for one, I don't remember a ton about these books and I kind of want to keep it that way. These books are young adult dystopians about a girl named Mare, or Mar, I think it's Mare because there's an E at the end, who was born with red blood, which means that she is very lowly compared to people who are born with silver blood, I believe. Yes, everybody who has silver blood has supernatural abilities that make them very godlike, and those who do not have those powers are shunned to the side. They live in poverty. Mare is from a small town called the Stilts, but turns out she has some sort of power that accidentally is showcased in front of a ton of people in this arena, kind of like Hunger Games, and she is tossed into the world of the elite of the supernatural who have the silver blood and their godlike abilities. And yeah, it's dangerous. There's battles, there's war, there's romance, there's a lot of really fun plot moments and characters in this series. The very last sentence of the synopsis in the first book of the series says, "From debut author Victoria Aveyard comes a lush, vivid fantasy series where loyalty and desire can tear you apart and the only certainty is betrayal." I was obsessed with these books when they were first coming out. I have read Red Queen a couple of times. I've also read King's Cage twice, I believe. Glass Sword I did skip through on my reread of it just because I wasn't super interested in the plot of this book, but I am going to be rereading it for this read along and I'm so excited because I am very uncreative when it comes to names. I'm just gonna call this the Red Queen read along. If I end up coming up with a more fun name before the read along starts, I'll update y'all in the Discord server that I'm creating and things like that. But for right now, we're just gonna name it the series, the Red Queen read along. It's going to be so much fun, I think. And I have decided to space it out so that it spans 3 months just because the books do get longer. And yeah, I don't expect myself to be able to read some of these books in a week or two just with work and school and things like that. And I don't want to rush people along either. So here's how this read along is going to work. There are 5 books in this series. We're going to read them from July 1st through September 30th. And our discussions of the books will be on Discord. So in the description down below, if you want to come join and hang out and read the series with me, I do have a Discord created. It is not fully set up, but it will be before July 1st. It is open though if y'all want to go ahead and join it, just so you can get reminders of when the read along starts and you can plan for that and things like that. Unless there are a ton of people participating, I will probably just keep it to Discord discussions. That seems to be easier, especially with all of our busy schedules and busy lives and things like that. But there will be a Discord down below, so go join that if you want to read this series with me or just want to read some of the books in the series or reread parts of the series, whatever you want to do. If you want to be involved in any way whatsoever, join that Discord down below. But here's the breakdown of the series read along. First, we'll be reading Red Queen from July 1st through July 15th with a discussion on the book somewhere either on the last day or like a couple days after that section ends with this book. And then we will be reading Glass Sword from July 16th through the 30th with, again, a discussion at the end of that time. And then King's Cage is a little bit bigger, so I decided to make that one go from July 31st through August 19th. So that's like 3 weeks for King's Cage because it's kind of a chunk. And then Warstorm as well is spanning almost 3 weeks because, again, big book right here. It's like 700 almost pages long. And we'll be reading this one from August 20th through September 9th. And then finally, we will be reading the short story collection, which is called Broken Throne, with like all the bonus stuff from September 10th through September 30th. So yeah, that is the breakdown of the series. I am so excited. I was going to reread these by myself, but decided that I would have more motivation reading them with other people. Even if it's just a couple of friends, I would love to read this series with somebody else. It's definitely time for a reread and I'm very excited. I just need some help because that is a lot of pages between these 5 books. So yeah, I think that is all the pertinent information regarding this read along. It's gonna be low key. I'm not gonna like stress out about it too much, but I thought it would just be super fun to invite y'all to come read this series with me because I want to, yeah, just relive it. I love the characters in this series and was definitely feeling all the emotions, especially in the last book. So I definitely want to go back and reread them now that it's been a couple of years. It's time. It's time. But anyway, that is all that I have for this read along announcement. If I missed anything or you have any questions, please comment down below and ask away, or hop on the Discord and ask me there as well. Again, the Discord does not look probably as pretty as it will once the read along starts, but it will get there, I promise. So yeah, that's all I have, yay, for this read along announcement. I cannot wait to dive back into these books and hope you will join me. Thank you all so much for watching and I'll see y'all in the next video.